Picture this: you wake up one morning feeling sluggish, bloated, and just not yourself. Your body feels heavy, and you're struggling with low energy, wondering what's going wrong. But what if I told you that your kidneys, the body's natural filters, might be overloaded and struggling to keep up, silently building up toxins that can affect your overall health? The truth is, kidney issues often go unnoticed until it's too late. According to the National Kidney Foundation, 1 in 3 adults is at risk of kidney disease, and the buildup of toxins can lead to serious complications. But there's good news: you can help detoxify your kidneys naturally through the right foods. That's why in today's video, we're diving into 5 incredible foods that are proven to naturally support kidney detoxification. These simple additions to your diet can help your kidneys function more efficiently, keeping your body free from harmful toxins. So, if you want to safeguard your health and protect your kidneys from future damage, make sure to watch this video until the end. We'll reveal the top 5 foods you need to start eating today to detoxify your kidneys and boost your overall health. Let's get started with Eat Now. 6 foods to detoxify your kidneys naturally. 1. Lemon. Lemon, a small, bright yellow fruit native to Asia, is truly a treasure for your kidney health. Do you know why it is so exceptional? This is largely due to its remarkable content of citric acid, a compound that plays a vital role in kidney detoxification. In fact, 100 milliliters of lemon juice contains around 5 to 6 grams of citric acid. Isn't that impressive? Citric acid acts as a powerful chelating agent, meaning it can bind to toxins and heavy metals in your body, facilitating their elimination through the kidneys. Isn't that fascinating? But that's not all. Lemon is also rich in vitamin C, with approximately 53 milligrams per 100 milliliters of juice. This vitamin is a powerful antioxidant, protecting kidney cells from oxidative damage. According to the National Institute of Health and Medical Research, (NICERM), regular consumption of lemon could reduce the risk of kidney stone formation by 12% to 25%. Amazing, right? You might be wondering what the recommended dosage is. I suggest consuming the juice of half a lemon diluted in a large glass of lukewarm water every morning on an empty stomach. This practice not only stimulates your kidneys but also kickstarts your digestion, setting a positive tone for the day. Here's a little secret to maximize the benefits of lemon for your kidneys: prepare a lemon zest infusion. Grate the zest of an organic lemon, about 5 grams, and steep it in 250 milliliters of hot water for 10 minutes. Strain and add a teaspoon of honey if you like. This infusion is particularly rich in flavonoids, compounds that support kidney function. Now, wouldn't it be delightful if I shared a delicious recipe that benefits your kidneys? How about marinated chicken with preserved lemon? Marinate 200 grams of chicken breast in the juice of 2 lemons, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, garlic, and thyme for 2 hours. Then, cook the chicken over low heat in a pan with candied lemon wedges. The beneficial compounds in lemon will be preserved while adding a delicious flavor to your dish. Isn't this a wonderful way to care for your kidneys? Now, let's explore another ally for your kidney health. Do you know this aromatic herb rich in apiol and myristicin, celebrated for its exceptional diuretic properties? 2. Parsley. Parsley is more than just a simple herb, it's a treasure trove of nutrients that can greatly benefit our kidney health. Originating from the Mediterranean region, parsley not only adds a delightful flavor to dishes but also plays a significant role in naturally detoxifying our kidneys. Did you know that parsley is rich in apigenin, a powerful flavonoid that helps combat free radicals and reduce inflammation? In 100 grams of fresh parsley, you'll find about 215.5 milligrams of apigenin, an astonishing amount. But how does apigenin work? It stimulates kidney cells to produce antioxidant enzymes, effectively helping eliminate toxins from the body. Research from NICERM shows that incorporating parsley into your diet can enhance kidney function by 15% to 20% for those with mild kidney issues. Isn't that remarkable? However, when consuming parsley, it's important to do so wisely. Aim for around 10 to 20 grams per day, equivalent to a small handful. Additionally, if you enjoy cooking, be mindful that parsley loses many of its nutrients when cooked. Therefore, eating parsley raw is the best option. If you must cook it, opt for a quick steam for 1 to 2 minutes to retain more nutrients. Here's a neat trick: to better absorb apigenin, pair parsley with vitamin C-rich foods like lemon or pepper, which help enhance flavonoid absorption. Looking for a tasty recipe? Why not try making parsley pesto? Simply blend 50 grams of fresh parsley, 30 grams of walnuts, 1 clove of garlic, 30 milliliters of olive oil, and the juice of half a lemon. Mix everything together and add a little water if needed to achieve your desired consistency. This pesto is not only delicious but also fantastic for your kidneys. Now, let's explore another fruit that's equally beneficial for kidney health, containing up to 92% water along with other helpful nutrients. 3. Watermelon. You might be familiar with enjoying watermelon, that juicy fruit with pink flesh and black seeds that hails from Africa. Watermelon is not just a tasty treat, it's a treasure trove of health benefits for your kidneys. What makes watermelon so special for kidney detoxification? It's the impressive citrulline content, an amino acid with remarkable diuretic properties. In fact, 100 grams of watermelon contains around 250 milligrams of citrulline. So, how does citrulline work for your kidneys? It stimulates the production of arginine, another amino acid that promotes blood vessel dilation. This vasodilation enhances blood circulation in the kidneys, making it easier to flush out toxins and waste. Isn't that fascinating? According to INSERM, regular consumption of watermelon can increase the glomerular filtration rate by up to 15%, significantly improving kidney function. Amazing, right? I recommend eating about 200 to 300 grams of watermelon each day, ideally in the late morning or early afternoon. This way, you can fully benefit from its diuretic effects without disturbing your sleep. Did you know that watermelon is composed of 92% water? This high water content makes it a wonderful ally for keeping your kidneys hydrated. Furthermore, watermelon is packed with essential minerals like potassium, magnesium, and calcium, all crucial for kidney health. Plus, watermelon is rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that protects kidney cells from oxidative damage. Here's a little secret that few people know: to maximize citrulline absorption, eat your watermelon at room temperature instead of cold. Gentle warmth promotes the release of this beneficial amino acid. Now, if you're looking to try a unique and delicious recipe to enjoy the benefits of watermelon while caring for your kidneys, why not make watermelon gazpacho with mint? Simply blend 500 g of seedless watermelon with 1 cucumber, 1 red pepper, 1 small shallot, a few fresh mint leaves, 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, and a pinch of salt. Let it chill in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours before serving. This refreshing dish will be a delightful treat for both your taste buds and your kidneys. Now let's move on to another fascinating plant that's just as beneficial for kidney health. Do you know about this wild herb with serrated leaves and yellow flowers, renowned for its exceptional diuretic properties and rich in potassium and vitamin A? 4. Dandelion. Many of us have seen those bright yellow dandelion flowers with their jagged leaves in our gardens, but few know that they are more than just a common weed. Dandelions are actually packed with wonderful detoxifying properties for your kidneys. What's fascinating is that dandelions are rich in bioactive compounds like flavonoids and phenolic acids. These powerful antioxidants play a crucial role in protecting and cleansing your kidneys. Just 100 grams of fresh dandelion leaves contains about 27 milligrams of flavonoids, which is quite remarkable, don't you think? So how do these compounds work to support kidney health? They stimulate urine production, helping to flush out toxins and metabolic waste from your body. Additionally, dandelions reduce inflammation and protect kidney cells from oxidative damage. According to research from INSERM, regular consumption of dandelion can improve kidney function by up to 15% in people with mild kidney issues. Isn't that amazing? To fully harness the benefits of dandelions, it's recommended to consume around 6 to 12 grams of dried leaves daily, which is about 1 to 2 cups of infusion. You can also enjoy 30 to 60 grams of fresh leaves in a salad. An interesting fact that not many know is that all parts of the dandelion plant are edible, from the roots to the flowers. Plus, Dandelions are a fantastic source of vitamin K, which is essential for bone health, and they contain more iron than spinach. If you're looking to maximize the kidney benefits of dandelions, why not try making dandelion coffee? This is a simple detoxifying drink to prepare. Here's how. Lightly roast 2 tablespoons of dried, crushed dandelion roots in a pan, then add them to 250 milliliters of boiling water and let it steep for 10 minutes. Strain and enjoy. This drink not only stimulates kidney function but also offers a wonderful caffeine-free alternative to traditional coffee. Are you interested in trying out a dandelion risotto? Simply sauté 200 grams of risotto rice with a chopped onion, gradually add 500 milliliters of vegetable broth, and while that cooks, blanch 100 grams of dandelion leaves for 2 minutes in boiling water, then chop them finely. Stir them into the risotto towards the end of cooking along with 30 grams of grated Parmesan cheese. It's a delicious dish that takes care of your kidneys. 5. Red pepper. Have you ever enjoyed red peppers in your meals? They are not only a fantastic spice that enhances the flavor of dishes, but red peppers also serve as a precious ally for our kidney health. But why is that? The secret of red peppers lies in their rich content of vitamin C and antioxidants, particularly carotenoids like lycopene and beta-cryptoxanthin. Imagine that a medium-sized red pepper weighing about 150 g can contain nearly 190 milligrams of vitamin C, more than double the recommended daily intake for adults. Isn't that amazing? So, how do these nutrients benefit our kidneys? Vitamin C plays a crucial role in protecting kidney cells from oxidative damage. It helps neutralize free radicals that can harm kidney tissues. Additionally, carotenoids, especially lycopene, have anti-inflammatory properties that can reduce chronic inflammation in the kidneys, which is a major risk factor for kidney disease. To fully harness the benefits of red peppers, it's advisable to consume around 100 to 150 grams daily, equivalent to a small pepper. However, remember that variety in food is the key to a balanced diet. Did you know that cooking red peppers can actually increase the absorption of certain nutrients? When cooked, the cell walls of peppers break down, releasing more lycopene. On the flip side, vitamin C is sensitive to heat, so a balance between raw and cooked is ideal. Here's a little tip that many might not know. To maximize carotenoid absorption, eat your red pepper with a bit of healthy fat, such as olive oil, since carotenoids are fat-soluble and will be better absorbed by your body. If you're looking for a simple yet nutritious recipe for your kidneys, why not try making roasted red pepper soup? To prepare this dish, preheat your oven to 200 degrees Celsius, cut 3 large red peppers, around 450 g, into quarters, remove the seeds, and lightly brush them with olive oil. Roast them in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes until the skin is slightly charred. Meanwhile, sauté a chopped onion in a little olive oil, then add a crushed garlic clove and cook for 1 minute. Once the peppers are roasted, peel off the skin and add them to the pan with 500 milliliters of low-sodium vegetable stock. Let it simmer for 10 minutes, then blend everything until smooth. Season with freshly ground black pepper and a pinch of smoked paprika. This soup is not only delicious but also packed with all the incredible benefits of red peppers for your kidney health. 6. Nettle. The nettle, but also packed with all the incredible benefits of red peppers, is a true treasure of nature which grows spontaneously in our temperate regions. But do you know why it is so exceptional for the health of your kidneys? This is thanks to its richness in flavonoids, particularly quercetin and camphorol, which are powerful antioxidants. In fact, 100 grams of fresh nettles contain around 100 milligrams of quercetin and 30 milligrams of camphorol. Impressive, isn't it? These flavonoids act as real shields for your kidneys. They protect kidney cells from oxidative damage and reduce inflammation, which helps maintain optimal kidney function. In addition, nettle is a natural diuretic, which promotes the elimination of toxins by the kidneys. Isn't it fascinating how nature offers us such remedies? But be careful, as with any food, you have to know how to dose it. I recommend consuming about 2 to 3 cups of nettle tea per day, or 1 to 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh leaves in your dishes. This will allow you to enjoy its benefits without excess. Did you know that nettle loses its stinging power when dried or cooked? This is why you can handle it without fear once prepared. In addition, nettle is an excellent source of iron, containing up to 2.7 milligrams per 100 grams, making it a valuable ally in the fight against anemia, often associated with kidney problems. Isn't it a plant with multiple virtues? Here's a little secret that few people know. To maximize the benefits of nettle for your kidneys, soak it overnight in cold water before consuming it. This method allows you to extract a maximum of beneficial nutrients. Isn't this a simple but effective tip? What if I offered you a delicious recipe that was good for your kidneys? How about a nettle veloute with turmeric? Brown a sliced onion in a tablespoon of olive oil, add 200 g of fresh nettle leaves, 2 diced potatoes, and cover with a liter of vegetable stock. Leave to simmer for 20 minutes, then mix everything with a teaspoon of turmeric powder. With its anti-inflammatory properties, turmeric perfectly complements the benefits of nettle for your kidneys. Isn't that a clever combination? Hey everyone, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support means the world to me, and it helps us continue bringing you more valuable health tips. Now, to wrap things up, ignoring this advice could have serious consequences. If you choose to overlook these simple yet powerful kidney-boosting tips, you're setting yourself up for potential health issues that could spiral out of control. It's not just about prevention, it's about survival. The foods we talked about today are not just easy to find and incorporate into your diet, they're essential. You have two choices: follow the advice and give your kidneys the support they need, or risk a future where no doctor can reverse the damage that could have been easily avoided. While you're waiting for our next video, why not check out these 4 videos on the screen? They're packed with tips you won't want to miss. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and I can't wait to see you next time. Imagine you're enjoying a bowl of fruit salad on a warm afternoon, thinking you're making a healthy choice. But suddenly, a sharp pain hits your lower back. You feel uneasy, knowing something's not right. Little did you know, one of those seemingly innocent fruits might be causing your kidneys to work harder than they should, putting your health at risk. In fact, around 37 million Americans are affected by chronic kidney disease, CKD, according to the National Kidney Foundation. What's alarming is that certain fruits, while healthy for most people, can be harmful to those with kidney problems, contributing to complications like kidney stones or worsening kidney function. That's why in today's video, we're diving deep into an important topic: 5 dangerous fruits you absolutely need to avoid if you have kidney disease. Are any of these fruits a regular part of your diet? Stick with us as we reveal which ones you should be steering clear of. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. 1. Grapefruit. Now, let's talk about a fruit that many of you probably enjoy. It's a fruit with a tangy sweet flavor, bright yellow skin, and an irresistible fragrance. Grapefruit isn't just a delicious treat, it also offers numerous health benefits, especially for your kidneys. Originally from Southeast Asia, grapefruit is believed to be a natural hybrid of pomelo and orange. This fruit has since been grown and enjoyed worldwide, including in the United States. Grapefruit is rich in vitamin C, which supports the immune system and helps protect your body from harmful environmental factors. It also contains lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that shields cells from free radical damage. This is particularly beneficial for the kidneys, which work tirelessly to filter waste and toxins from the body. The antioxidants in grapefruit help ease oxidative stress, reducing the risk of long-term damage to the kidneys. However, there's something important to know: grapefruit can have unintended effects if you're taking certain medications. According to the University of Chicago Medical Center, grapefruit contains a compound called furanocoumarin, which can interact with drugs like statins, used to lower cholesterol, and immunosuppressants. This interaction can cause medication levels in your blood to rise higher than intended, increasing the risk of kidney damage and other side effects. But don't worry, you don't have to give up grapefruit entirely. The key is in how you manage your intake. If you're taking medications but still want to enjoy grapefruit, timing is everything. A good tip is to eat grapefruit at least 4 hours apart from when you take your medication. This simple adjustment helps lower the risk of unwanted interactions between grapefruit and your medications, allowing you to keep your kidneys healthy while savoring the fruit's delightful taste. So, how much grapefruit is okay to eat? While there's no one-size-fits-all answer, as it depends on your overall diet and health condition, a quarter of grapefruit a day is generally considered safe for most people. For those taking medications or with specific health concerns, it's always best to consult your doctor before adding grapefruit to your daily routine. Remember, balancing the enjoyment of your favorite foods with maintaining your health is key. When used properly, grapefruit can be a wonderful addition to a healthy lifestyle, helping to protect your kidneys and providing your body with essential nutrients. Now, let's move on to another fruit, one that I'm sure many of you are familiar with. It's a curved fruit with a bright yellow skin when ripe, and is often considered a quick source of energy. Do you know which fruit I'm talking about? 2. Banana. Bananas are a familiar and beloved fruit for many people around the world. Not only are they naturally sweet and easy to eat, but bananas also offer numerous health benefits. While the origin of bananas can be traced back to Southeast Asia, they are now widely cultivated in tropical and subtropical regions, including areas like Florida and Hawaii in the United States. It's no wonder bananas have become a staple in many diets, especially for older adults. Bananas are particularly known for their high potassium content, a mineral that plays a critical role in many of the body's essential functions, such as supporting heart rhythm and regulating blood pressure. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, potassium is indispensable for maintaining heart and nervous system health. For the average person, eating bananas regularly is a great way to boost potassium intake. However, for those with kidney disease, careful attention to potassium consumption is necessary. When kidney function declines, the ability to remove excess potassium from the bloodstream diminishes. This can lead to hyperkalemia, a dangerous condition that may cause symptoms such as muscle weakness, irregular heartbeats, and in severe cases, even cardiac arrest. Therefore, individuals with kidney issues must closely monitor the amount of potassium in their diet. This doesn't mean that people with kidney disease need to completely avoid bananas. In fact, bananas can still be a part of a healthy diet if consumed in moderation. Besides potassium, bananas are rich in fiber, vitamin B6, and vitamin C, all of which contribute to overall well-being. A medium-sized banana contains about 422 milligrams of potassium, so if you have kidney disease, limiting your intake to an appropriate amount is crucial. Here's a helpful tip you might not know. You can reduce the potassium content in bananas by using a technique called leaching, soaking bananas in hot water. By slicing the banana and soaking it in warm water for about an hour, you can significantly lower the potassium levels while still enjoying the taste of bananas. This method allows people with kidney disease to safely eat bananas without worrying about excessive potassium buildup. So, how many bananas are safe for individuals with kidney disease to consume? Experts recommend that if you have kidney issues, you should limit your intake to half to one small banana per day, depending on your specific health condition and your doctor's guidance. It's always important to consult with a nutritionist or healthcare provider to adjust potassium levels appropriately for your individual needs. The next fruit has a bright orange skin, is juicy and has a distinctive sweet and sour taste. Can you guess what it is? 3. Citrus. You've probably heard of oranges and other citrus fruits, right? These fruits, originally from the faraway region of Southeast Asia, are now widely grown around the world, including in sunny states like California and Florida here in the United States. Oranges, tangerines, grapefruits, lemons, they all belong to the same family and offer a wealth of nutritional benefits. One of the most remarkable features of oranges and other citrus fruits is their high vitamin C content. This powerful antioxidant has the ability to protect cells from damage. According to the National Kidney Foundation, vitamin C can help protect kidney cells and prevent potential damage. Besides that, vitamin C supports the immune system, helping the body fight off illness and keeping your skin healthy and vibrant. However, there's an important consideration for those with kidney issues: the potassium content in oranges and citrus fruits. Potassium is a vital mineral for heart health and helps maintain electrolyte balance in the body. For those with healthy kidneys, the potassium in oranges is not a concern. In fact, it helps regulate blood pressure and protect the heart from potential risks. But for individuals with chronic kidney disease, especially in the later stages, consuming too much potassium can lead to hyperkalemia, a dangerous condition that may cause irregular heart rhythms. Here's a little tip for you: if you love the taste of oranges but are worried about potassium levels, try using orange zest in your dishes. The zest contains much less potassium than the flesh but still offers a wonderful flavor. Orange zest also contains beneficial compounds like flavonoids, which can enhance heart health and support anti-inflammatory processes in the body. Now, let's move on to another fruit, although botanically it is actually a berry. It is a bright red fruit, often used in salads and sauces. Can you guess what it is? 4. Tomato. Tomatoes, originally from South America, have become a staple in many households around the world, especially in the United States. In the US, tomatoes are among the most popular and widely consumed fruits, readily available in supermarkets and farmers' markets from coast to coast. States like California and Florida are renowned for their large-scale tomato production, thanks to favorable weather conditions and fertile soil. Tomatoes not only add delicious flavor to meals but also offer a wealth of nutritional benefits. According to the National Cancer Institute, tomatoes contain a powerful antioxidant called lycopene, which helps protect cells from damage and may reduce the risk of chronic diseases like cancer and heart disease. Additionally, tomatoes are rich in vitamin C, vitamin K, potassium, and folate. Vitamin C boosts the immune system and keeps skin healthy. Vitamin K plays a crucial role in blood clotting and bone protection. Potassium helps maintain stable blood pressure, and folate is essential for cell production and preventing birth defects in developing babies. However, if you have kidney issues, particularly a history of kidney stones, tomatoes may not be the best choice for you. The National Kidney Foundation explains that tomatoes contain a natural compound called oxalate. Oxalate can bind with calcium in the urine, forming tiny crystals that can gradually develop into kidney stones. For this reason, individuals at high risk for kidney stones should consider limiting their intake of oxalate-rich foods, including tomatoes. But don't worry if you love tomatoes. There's a simple tip that allows you to continue enjoying this fruit without worrying too much about oxalates: cook them. When tomatoes are cooked, their oxalate content tends to decrease, allowing you to enjoy the delightful taste of tomatoes without compromising kidney health. You can add cooked tomatoes to stews, soups, or sauces, creating meals that are both delicious and safe for your health. Finally, let's talk about a fruit that has a smooth texture, is rich in healthy fats, and has a distinctive green color when ripe. 5. Avocado. Avocado is truly a wonderful fruit. Originating from Mexico and Central America, avocados have now become a staple in cuisines worldwide, especially in warm climates like California and Florida in the United States. Not only do they offer a rich, creamy flavor that's delicious, but avocados are also packed with nutritional benefits. According to the American Heart Association, avocados are an excellent source of monounsaturated fats, which are good for heart health by helping to reduce bad cholesterol and increase good cholesterol in the body. Additionally, avocados are high in fiber, which aids digestion and helps you feel full longer, as well as vitamins K and folate, and antioxidants like lutein, which support eye health and slow down the aging process. However, for Americans over 50, particularly those with kidney issues, consuming avocados requires careful consideration. Avocados are high in potassium, with a medium-sized avocado containing about 975 milligrams of potassium, nearly a quarter of the daily recommended intake for healthy adults. For individuals with kidney disease, the kidneys may not efficiently filter excess potassium from the blood, leading to a risk of hyperkalemia. Symptoms of this condition can include muscle weakness, numbness, and heart rhythm disturbances, and in severe cases, it can be life-threatening. Nevertheless, this doesn't mean you have to completely eliminate avocados from your diet. The key is to consult with your doctor or a nutritionist to determine the appropriate amount of avocado that fits your health condition. For those with kidney disease, it is generally recommended to limit avocado intake to no more than half a medium avocado per day. However, you should always follow the advice of your healthcare provider or dietitian. A smart approach is to incorporate avocados into meals in moderation, such as adding a few thin slices of avocado to your morning toast or sprinkling a small amount over a salad to enjoy the delicious flavor without consuming too much potassium. Additionally, if you love the taste of avocados but need to limit your potassium intake, you might try different variations to reduce potassium consumption. For example, instead of eating a whole avocado, you could use half an avocado in each meal or choose recipes where avocado is combined with other low potassium ingredients. Also, be mindful of your total daily potassium intake from other foods to ensure you don't exceed the recommended limits. A little tip: choose avocados that aren't overly ripe, as the potassium content can increase as they ripen. Finally, remember that avocados are not just tasty but also part of a healthy diet when consumed in moderation. By understanding the nutritional aspects and listening to your body, you can enjoy avocados without worrying about negative health impacts, especially when concerned about kidney function. Be sure to seek advice from healthcare professionals to make the best decisions for your health. Before we wrap up, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Vitality Solutions for more life-changing health tips. Your support helps us continue to bring valuable information to you and others who need it. Plus, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our next important video. The path is clear. You can either take control of your health now by following the advice in this video, or you can continue down a risky road where kidney disease may become a harsh reality. The choice is yours, but remember, prevention is always easier than treatment. While you wait for the next video, check out these 4 on-screen suggestions. They're perfect for diving deeper into keeping your body healthy and strong. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I truly appreciate your support. See you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I truly appreciate your support. See you in the next one.
Subscribing, sharing, and dropping a comment below.
What should kidney patients eat? 4 good proteins, 6 to avoid. Every time I go for a checkup, my creatinine level goes up, even though I cut salt, quit red meat, and eat very carefully. That's what Mr. Andrew, a stage 3 chronic kidney disease patient, told us during a recent consultation. Have you ever heard your loved ones say things like this? Or are you in the same situation, dieting carefully, restricting every bite, but your creatinine still won't go down? Protein is an essential nutrient helping muscles stay strong, supporting immunity and aiding recovery after illness. But for kidney patients, not all proteins are safe. Eating the wrong protein makes the kidneys filter more waste, causing creatinine to spike quickly. What's concerning is many people are making this mistake silently every day in meals they think are healthy, Dr. Joseph Vassilotti, a leading nephrologist in the U.S., once said, "The most dangerous thing for your kidneys is what you don't realize you are doing to harm them every day." In the U.S., over 37 million people live with chronic kidney disease, but 90% of them don't even know they have it. Without proper diet control, especially protein, creatinine will keep rising, bringing fatigue, swelling, high blood pressure, and eventually dialysis. Many try switching to vegetarian diets, quit meat, drink plant-based milk, or use whey protein, but still pick the wrong protein or use it incorrectly. The result? More waste accumulates, and the already weak kidneys get even more strained. So what is the right choice? The solution is not to cut out protein completely, but to choose the right type, right amount, and right cooking method. In this video, you'll learn 4 kidney-friendly proteins, 6 types to avoid if you don't want creatinine to rise fast, how to cook, eat, and read food labels to avoid confusion. Watch Watch until the end. I'll share a common kitchen food that can naturally lower creatinine if used properly. If you find this helpful, please like the video, share your experience in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more tailored solutions. So if you don't have to completely avoid protein, which types can kidney patients trust? Choices that not only nourish the body but also lighten the kidney's load. Now I'll share 4 good proteins that are easy to find and use but can make a big difference if you know how. Protein good, 4 reliable choices. After all the worries, questions, and sleepless nights caused by kidney issues, the answer may not be in avoiding all protein, but in choosing the right protein, one that the body needs but doesn't force the kidneys to overwork. After more than 10 years working with kidney patients as a nutrition specialist, I realized one simple but often overlooked fact. Eating less protein isn't always better, but choosing the right protein is crucial. For kidney failure, protein choices need to be just enough to maintain muscle and immunity, yet gentle enough to reduce metabolic pressure. And here are 4 proteins I frequently recommend, not only based on data, but also hundreds of patient cases I have witnessed. 1. Egg whites, small but mighty. If I had to pick a golden protein for kidney patients, I wouldn't hesitate to say egg whites. Its biological value is 100, meaning the body absorbs and uses almost all of it, higher than chicken or beef. The special thing is, egg whites contain almost no phosphorus, no cholesterol, and low sodium, 3 enemies to failing kidneys. Unlike red meat or concentrated milk that produce lots of nitrogen waste, protein from egg whites significantly reduces metabolic burden. In a small clinic trial, I asked a group of patients to replace 3 weekly red meat meals with steamed egg whites. After 6 weeks, most showed significant improvement in albumin levels, better sleep, and noticeably less leg swelling. A detail often overlooked, but I always stress, steaming egg whites with a thin slice of ginger and a few drops of sesame oil not only makes digestion easier, but also adds a natural aroma, helping patients enjoy their meal without salt or soy sauce. Also, whipping egg whites into a cloud before steaming makes it light and easy to digest, ideal for elderly or those tired from high creatinine. If egg whites are the pure choice for weak kidneys, then tofu brings a different kind of beauty, soft, gentle, but powerful, quiet, yet effective. 2. Tofu, gentle but strong. I once met a patient, Mrs. Anita, 65 years old, living alone in California. When she came to see me, she said, "I gave up all red meat, eat very plain, yet my creatinine still rises." Reviewing her diet, I realized, despite lots of vegetables, she lacked suitable protein. Many, like her, choose light but certain eating, but forget that weak kidneys don't mean cutting all protein, but picking the right kind. So I suggested a simple solution: return to a very familiar dish, tofu, a quiet yet persistent choice, not flashy like soft-boiled eggs or grilled meat, but tofu has a gentle strength that kidneys love. It's a complete plant protein, low in phosphorus, and easy to digest. Moreover, tofu contains isoflavones, natural anti-inflammatory compounds that help lighten the burden on tired kidneys. After 2 weeks, eating 3 tofu meals per week, cooked gently, Mrs. Anita no longer had morning hand swelling, slept deeper, and inflammation markers dropped significantly in her latest tests. She smiled brightly. "It's been a long time since I felt this light." Turn tofu into a kidney-friendly dish. First, gently press the tofu with a clean cloth to drain excess water, creating a firm yet tender texture that easily absorbs flavors. Instead of using salty soy sauce, marinate the tofu with unsalted vegetable broth or fragrant mushroom stock. The natural mild sweetness will make the dish more flavorful without adding salt. When baking, keep the heat moderate at 375°C for 20 to 25 minutes. The tofu will develop a light aroma and golden color without needing a drop of oil. Don't let old habits reduce the effectiveness of this healthy dish. Avoid deep frying because hot oil can degrade and produce compounds that silently cause inflammation. Also, avoid pre-fried tofu sold in markets, which is often seasoned with salt, borax, or preservatives harmful to kidneys. And don't forget, thick soy sauce, spicy sauces, or BBQ marinades can turn a seemingly healthy dish into a heavy burden for weak kidneys. Tofu is not just food, but a gentle whisper to your body. When chosen and cooked right, it becomes a patient companion, helping your kidneys rest and recover day by day. If tofu is the quiet friend helping kidneys rest, then tilapia is the friendly, gentle guest that is easy to approach yet brings significant benefits for kidney patients. 3. Tilapia, friendly and refined. Few realize not all fish are suitable for kidney failure patients. Some sea fish, though rich in protein, contain high purines, making kidneys work harder to eliminate uric acid and nitrogenous waste. But among many options, one stands out for its perfect balance of nutritional value and gentleness on the kidneys. Tilapia. Every 100 dran of tilapia provides over 26 jars of easily digestible protein, helping maintain muscle without creating nitrogen waste. Additionally, this fish contains selenium and vitamin B12, two nutrients that boost immunity and reduce silent inflammation, a constant concern for chronic kidney patients. Notably, tilapia has much lower phosphorus and purine levels compared to salmon, tuna, or red meat, making it a prime choice in the diet of those needing to protect kidney filtering function. To maximize tilapia's benefits for kidneys, choose fresh or frozen fillets without pre-seasoning. Instead of frying or salty braising, you can bake it with a few slices of lemon, shallots, and vegetables at 375 degrees for 15-20 minutes, fragrant and flavorful without adding salt. If you want variety, steam the fish and serve it with salad or brown rice for just enough protein, gentle on kidneys needing rest. Don't forget proper storage matters. Fresh fish should be consumed within 1-2 days. For frozen fish, thaw slowly in the fridge to preserve freshness and protein structure. Improper thawing can degrade nutrients or make the fish unsafe for weak kidneys. One interesting fact not everyone knows: tilapia farmed in clean environments usually has very low, heavy metal levels, especially if raised in carefully controlled farms. So choosing the right source of fish is also a way to better protect your kidneys. Tilapia is a kidney-friendly main dish. But what about side dishes? What can replace white rice, help lighten kidney load, and still provide energy for a long day? For me, the answer is the tiny but mighty quinoa. 4. Quinoa, small but resilient. Quinoa is unlike ordinary rice or pasta. It is a complex carbohydrate containing all essential amino acids, meaning it is a complete protein by itself, a rarity in the plant world. In 100 Gs of cooked quinoa, there are about 8 Gs of protein, low sodium, low sugar, and especially rich in magnesium, fiber, and antioxidants, all contributing to protecting kidneys from damage and silent inflammation. I often encourage patients with mild kidney failure to replace some traditional starch with quinoa. It not only provides all necessary amino acids to maintain muscle, but also has a low glycemic index, helping stabilize blood sugar and reduce pressure on the glomerular filtration system. Meanwhile, the fiber content supports elimination of urea and nitrogenous wastes, which are major burdens when kidney function declines. When the body gets enough good protein, low toxins, and rich fiber, immunity stabilizes, energy becomes steadier, helping reduce fatigue, mild swelling, or insomnia often seen in early-stage kidney disease. And don't forget, pairing quinoa with steamed vegetables and light activity after meals like a 15-minute walk helps regulate blood pressure, improve kidney circulation, and keep your body light and healthy every day. To make quinoa tastier, cook it with unsalted vegetable broth, adding bay leaves or lemon peel to remove natural bitterness. You can mix it with steamed vegetables, tilapia, or a bit of roasted chickpeas to create a delicious and kidney-friendly bowl. Remember to soak quinoa at least 15 minutes before cooking. This removes saponins, a natural bitter compound that can irritate the intestines, and softens the grains, making them easier to digest for the elderly or those with reduced kidney function. If these tips have helped you better understand how to nourish your kidneys daily, please hit like like to let me know you're still here. You can also share this post with your loved ones, because maybe a small tip from you today will be a great comfort for someone silently struggling with this disease. If you have questions or concerns, please leave a comment. I'm always listening, but still, one question haunts me. We've talked a lot about favorite kidney-friendly foods, but what about foods that make the kidneys strain? There are protein types that seem healthy and familiar on the table, but quietly push weak kidneys toward fatigue, inflammation, and declining function. The next part will help you recognize 6 dangerous proteins that kidney patients should absolutely avoid, not to scare you, but to help you make wiser choices. Dangerous proteins, 6 types to absolutely avoid. We often hear that getting enough protein is good, but rarely does anyone mention which types of protein are suitable, especially for those with impaired kidney function. Not all proteins are created equal. Some types that seem convenient, familiar, or even healthy can silently and gradually damage the kidneys if consumed regularly. 1. Turkey bacon. First is turkey bacon, a popular choice in American breakfast because it is leaner than pork. However, this meat contains very high levels of sodium and phosphate additives, with phosphate in this form being absorbed by the body up to 90%, quickly increasing filtration pressure on the kidneys. Regular consumption can lead to water retention, high blood pressure, and over time, vascular calcification in the kidneys, causing filtration function to deteriorate. 2. Red lentils. Another commonly misunderstood food is red lentils. While lentils are generally benign for many people, red lentils contain relatively high levels of potassium and phosphorus, 2 minerals that weakened kidneys struggle to control. Worse, they are often cooked with tomatoes and spinach, which are also high in potassium, potentially causing blood potassium levels to spike unnoticed. This can lead to irregular heartbeats, fatigue, palpitations, or even risk of cardiac arrest if not promptly treated. 3. Hot dogs. We cannot skip hot dogs, a popular fast food at barbecues, stadiums, or school lunches. An average hot dog contains sodium nitrate, a preservative linked to cancer, along with artificial phosphorus and oxidized fats. Once inside the body, these substances trigger chronic inflammation in kidney tissues, causing many patients to feel fatigued after eating, experience elevated creatinine, or suffer unexplained dull pain in the kidney area. 4. Whey protein isolate. Another common trap for gym goers or dieters is whey protein isolate. Although convenient and high in protein, it is highly concentrated, generating a large amount of nitrogenous waste that forces the kidneys to work twice as hard. Furthermore, whey isolate lacks natural antioxidants, which are crucial for protecting nephrons. Long-term users often face fatigue, insomnia, poor appetite, and abnormal increases in creatinine levels. 5. Canned black beans. Even seemingly healthy vegetarian foods like canned black beans deserve reconsideration. During preservation, the soaking liquid contains high sodium levels combined with natural potassium in the beans, creating a double burden on the kidneys if not thoroughly rinsed. This explains why many strict vegetarians still experience mild ankle swelling, high blood pressure, or heaviness after meals. If you want to consume them, choose low-sodium options, rinse thoroughly multiple times, or better yet, cook from dried beans soaked overnight. 6. Beef steak. Finally, we cannot ignore beefsteak, a favorite dish of many American families. However, this red meat contains high purines, phosphorus, and nitrogen, especially when cooked at high temperatures. For those with weak kidneys, digesting steak is like making the kidneys carry a heavy stone backpack, increasing uric acid levels, risking gout, and triggering dull pain in the lower back kidney area, even without prior clear symptoms. If you recognize that you have consumed one or more of the foods listed above, don't panic. The most important thing is early recognition and timely change, because by reducing these dangerous proteins and replacing replacing them with healthier protein choices, your kidneys will have a better chance to recover and preserve function long term. The 5 proteins I shared earlier are true saviors, not only tasty and easy to apply, but extremely friendly to those with impaired kidney function. With the right choices, protein is no longer a threat, but a powerful ally on the journey to good health. Protein is not the enemy, but choosing even slightly the wrong type can quietly weaken your kidneys day by day without you realizing it. Conversely, if chosen correctly, protein can become a shield, protecting filtration function, reducing inflammation, and restoring vitality. Remember the 4 safe kidney-friendly proteins: clean egg whites, low in phosphorus; benign and anti-inflammatory tofu; tilapia, low in purines but rich in nutrients; and quinoa, the only grain containing all 9 essential amino acids, rich in fiber and light on the kidneys. Conversely, avoid the 6 dangerous proteins many mistakenly think are good: turkey bacon, red lentils, hot dogs, whey isolate, canned black beans, and beef steak. These foods silently increase waste, purines, phosphorus, and salt, the substances weak kidneys can no longer adequately process. And don't forget a very simple habit that brings surprising benefits. Just a gentle morning walk every day can improve blood circulation, lower blood pressure, and support more effective kidney filtration. Today, you don't need to change everything. Just start with one small thing. Swap one protein dish at dinner or step outside for a 10-minute walk tomorrow morning. By persevering in small changes, you are quietly transforming your own health destiny. If this video has enlightened you, please share it with your loved ones, because they might also be choosing the wrong foods unknowingly. Hit like, comment your most resonant point, and don't forget to subscribe to get simple yet scientific kidney care videos every week. But wait, before you go, there's a secret you should know. In the next video, I'll reveal a familiar food that's not protein, but helps cleanse the blood better, lower creatinine naturally, and has very effective anti-inflammatory properties. Most people have it readily available in their kitchens, yet don't know how to use it properly. Can you guess what it is? Stay tuned for the next video, because your kidneys deserve to be cared for with simple but right choices. Can you guess what it is?
And that
Stay
is
tuned for the next video,
today
because your
video.
kidneys
And
deserve
if you
to be
like
cared
it,
for
please
with simple
hit a
but
like,
right choices.
subscribe, and share it to everyone. And don't forget, we would love to know what you think about the comment below. Subscribe.
Have you recently looked at your blood test results and noticed that your creatinine level was higher than it used to be? Maybe you felt your heart sink the moment you saw the number, even before anyone explained what it meant. Then came the advice that so many people hear: watch what you eat. It sounds simple, but once you get home, it quickly becomes overwhelming. One website tells you to stop eating meat. Another says to avoid fruit. Someone else warns you about vegetables, dairy, or grains. Before long, you're left wondering if there's anything safe to put on your plate at all. The truth is, protecting your kidneys isn't about finding one magical food or eliminating every ingredient you enjoy. More often, it's about building balanced meals that give your kidneys less work to do throughout the day. Every bite you eat sends nutrients through your body's natural filtration system. When your meals are thoughtfully combined, they can help reduce unnecessary metabolic stress and support your kidneys in a much gentler way. Small choices, repeated consistently, often matter far more than dramatic changes that are impossible to maintain. That's exactly why I'm starting this special 7-day kidney support meal plan series. Over the next 7 days, I'll walk you through simple, realistic breakfast, lunch, and dinner ideas made with familiar ingredients you can easily find at your local grocery store. These aren't expensive recipes or restrictive diets. They're practical meal plans designed especially for adults over 50 who want to make everyday eating feel less confusing and more supportive for their kidneys. Today is day 1, and we're laying the foundation for everything that follows. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete kidney-friendly menu for an entire day, along with simple cooking techniques that make each meal both satisfying and easy to prepare. Before we finish, I'll also share several kitchen tips and cooking mistakes that many people never think about, even when they're choosing the right ingredients. These small details can make a surprising difference in creating meals that are truly kidney-friendly. If healthy helping your kidneys with simple, evidence-informed nutrition is something you want to learn step by step, consider subscribing and joining me for all 7 days of this series. That way, you won't miss the next meal plan as we continue building healthy habits together. Day atsa Alfiyumai. Now, before we head into the kitchen and prepare our first meal, let's take a moment to understand what we're trying to accomplish over these next 7 days and why today's menu was carefully designed to give your kidneys the best possible start. Why day 1 matters. When we see an unexpected number on a lab report, it's natural to want a quick solution. But I also want to be honest with you from the very beginning. Over the next 7 days, I am not promising that your creatinine level will suddenly decrease. Our bodies simply don't work that way. What I am hoping to help you accomplish is something much more realistic and, in many ways, much more important. I want to help you create an eating pattern that places less unnecessary stress on your kidneys every single day. Throughout the series, I'll show you how to gradually reduce hidden sodium from processed foods, avoid eating more protein than your body needs at one time, keep your blood sugar and energy levels steadier throughout the day, and develop simple meal routines that are easy to follow long after this series is over. Think of these 7 days as the beginning of a healthier direction rather than a quick fix, because lasting habits almost always have a greater impact than short-term changes. As for day 1, I always think of it as preparing the foundation for everything that follows. Imagine you're about to start an important project, but your desk is covered with papers, books, and clutter. Before you can work efficiently, you clear everything away and create a clean, organized space. That's exactly what today's meal plan is designed to do for your body. Instead of overwhelming your kidneys with large amounts of sodium, excessive protein, or highly processed foods, today's meals help establish a calmer, more balanced rhythm. Once that foundation is in place, every meal you build on top of it becomes easier to manage, and healthy choices begin to feel less like restrictions and more like everyday habits. You'll also notice that I didn't choose today's breakfast, lunch, and dinner randomly. Every meal follows the same simple formula because I want each ingredient to work together instead of working alone. You'll find a lean source of protein to nourish your body without creating unnecessary metabolic burden, fiber-rich foods that help support digestion and promote steadier blood sugar, healthy fats that provide lasting satisfaction and support overall wellness, and carefully selected ingredients that naturally contain more kidney-friendly mineral levels. Rather than depending on one so-called superfood to solve everything, I believe the real strength comes from combining ordinary foods in a thoughtful way. Together, they provide steady energy while helping your kidneys do their job with less effort throughout the day. Now that you understand the purpose behind today's plan, let's begin with breakfast, the meal that sets the tone for everything your kidneys will experience throughout the day. 1. Breakfast, the meal that sets the tone for your kidneys. When I create a kidney-friendly meal plan, I always begin with breakfast because I believe the first meal of the day influences far more than most people realize. After your body has gone several hours without food overnight, your energy reserves are lower and your metabolism is ready to respond to whatever you eat next. If you skip breakfast altogether, your body may compensate by releasing stress hormones that can contribute to greater fluctuations in blood sugar and make you feel tired, hungry, or less satisfied later in the day. Many people then end up eating much larger portions at lunch or reaching for highly processed snacks, creating a cycle that places extra metabolic demands on the entire body. While your kidneys continue filtering your blood around the clock, they also respond to everything happening throughout your metabolism. That's why I like to think of breakfast as the first opportunity to give them a smoother, more balanced start instead of making them work harder from the very beginning. For day 1, I chose a simple breakfast made with rolled oats, blueberries, and egg whites because each ingredient serves a different purpose, yet together they create a balanced meal. Let's begin with the oatmeal. One of the reasons I recommend rolled oats is their soluble fiber, particularly a type called beta-glucan. I often explain soluble fiber using a simple image. Imagine placing a dry sponge into a bowl of water. Instead of letting the water rush straight through, the sponge slowly absorbs it and releases it gradually. Soluble fiber behaves in a similar way inside your digestive system. Rather than allowing carbohydrates to be absorbed all at once, it helps slow the process, encouraging a steadier rise in blood sugar and providing longer-lasting energy. That gentle, gradual release is especially valuable as we get older because our bodies often become less efficient at handling sudden spikes in glucose. Stable blood sugar doesn't just benefit energy levels, it also helps reduce unnecessary metabolic stress throughout the body. Next, come the blueberries. Many people are surprised surprised to learn that blueberries can fit well into an early kidney support meal because they naturally contain relatively lower amounts of potassium than many other fruits, while also providing valuable antioxidants. I like to describe antioxidants as a protective shield around your cells. Every day, normal metabolism produces unstable molecules called free radicals. Over time, they can contribute to oxidative stress, which is one of the processes associated with aging and many chronic health conditions. Antioxidants help neutralize some of that damage before it spreads further. Think of them as a protective layer that helps defend your cells against the wear and tear of everyday life. At the same time, blueberries add natural sweetness and freshness to the oatmeal without relying on refined sugar or sweet syrups. The final part of this breakfast is the egg whites. I know many people wonder why I recommend egg whites instead of whole eggs in this particular meal. Whole eggs certainly contain many beneficial nutrients, but the yolk also contains considerably more phosphorus than the whites. Egg whites provide high-quality protein that supports muscle maintenance and healthy aging while contributing much less phosphorus. For many people who are trying to build meals that are gentler on their kidneys, this can be a practical adjustment without sacrificing protein quality. It's a simple example of choosing ingredients that give your body what it needs while avoiding unnecessary excess. Now let's put everything together. Start by measuring 1/2 cup of rolled oats into a small saucepan. Add 1 cup of water or unsweetened almond milk, then bring it to a gentle simmer over medium heat. Stir occasionally for about 5 to 7 minutes until the oats become soft and creamy. While the oatmeal is cooking, lightly coat a non-stick skillet with a small amount of cooking spray, or simply use a quality non-stick pan without additional fat. Pour in the whites from 2 or 3 eggs and cook gently over medium-low heat, stirring slowly until they are just set and still tender. Avoid overcooking them because they can become dry and rubbery. Once the oatmeal is ready, transfer it into a bowl and sprinkle 1/3 cup of fresh blueberries over the top. If you'd like a little extra flavor, add a light dusting of cinnamon. I enjoy using cinnamon because it brings warmth and sweetness without adding sugar, making the meal feel more satisfying while keeping the ingredient list simple. Portion size matters just as much as food selection. This breakfast is designed to leave you comfortably satisfied, not overly full. Stick with about 1/2 cup of dry rolled oats before cooking, 1/3 cup of blueberries, and 2 to 3 egg whites. Try to resist the temptation to drizzle honey, maple syrup, flavored creamers, or extra sugar over the oatmeal, and avoid adding salted butter, since those additions can quickly change the nutritional balance we worked so carefully to. Remember, the goal isn't to make breakfast taste bland. The goal is to let simple, wholesome ingredients provide natural flavor while giving your kidneys a gentle, nourishing start to the day. If this is a breakfast you could see yourself making tomorrow morning, let me know by leaving "breakfast done" in the comments. I always enjoy seeing how many people are taking these first small steps toward healthier habits together. Now let's move to lunch, where many people unknowingly put the greatest strain on their kidneys. 2. Lunch. Building a meal that works with your kidneys, not against them. As the day goes on, I often find that lunch is where many people unknowingly place the greatest burden on their kidneys. It's usually not because they're making intentionally unhealthy choices. More often, they're simply busy. When time is limited, grabbing a fast food meal, a deli sandwich loaded with processed meat, a frozen entree, or even a canned soup feels convenient. Unfortunately, convenience often comes with hidden trade-offs. These foods are frequently packed with sodium, preservatives, and large amounts of processed protein, all of which can add unnecessary metabolic work for the body. I always remind people that it's rarely one single lunch that creates a problem. It's repeating those same choices day after day that gradually increases the workload placed on the kidneys. That's why I believe lunch deserves just as much attention as breakfast, because it can either help maintain the balanced rhythm you've created in the morning, or completely undo it before the afternoon even begins. For today's lunch, I chose a combination of grilled chicken breast, steamed cabbage, and white rice. At first glance, it may seem like a very simple meal, but every ingredient has been selected with a specific purpose in mind. I don't believe healthy eating has to be complicated. In fact, some of the most supportive meals are often the simplest ones because they allow your body to receive what it needs without unnecessary extras. Let's begin with the chicken breast. When I think about choosing protein for someone trying to support kidney health, my first priority is quality rather than quantity. Chicken breast is considered a lean protein, meaning it provides the amino acids your muscles need while containing much less saturated fat than many cuts of red meat. Compared with processed meats like ham, bacon, sausage, or deli turkey, fresh chicken breast also contains significantly less sodium and generally less phosphorus, especially when it's not injected with seasoning solutions. Think of it this way: your kidneys don't simply notice how much protein you eat, they also have to deal with everything that comes packaged alongside it. Choosing a fresh, lean source of protein is like carrying home only the groceries you actually need instead of filling your shopping cart with unnecessary extras. Next comes the steamed cabbage. I know cabbage isn't always the first vegetable people think of when planning lunch, but there's a reason I like including it in this day one meal. Cabbage is naturally lower in potassium than many other vegetables and is generally easy to digest when lightly cooked. I like to compare this choice to driving home after a long day. You could choose a route filled with steep hills, constant traffic, and construction, or you could take a smoother road with fewer obstacles. Both roads eventually get you home, but one requires much less effort. In many cases, choosing vegetables that are naturally lower in potassium is similar. It allows your body to receive valuable fiber and nutrients while reducing one potential challenge that the kidneys may need to manage. Steaming the cabbage instead of frying it also helps preserve its natural texture without adding unnecessary fat or sodium. Now I'd like to talk about one ingredient that often surprises people: white rice. For years, many of us have heard that brown rice is always the healthier choice because it contains more fiber, vitamins, and minerals. That's generally true for the average healthy adult. However, nutrition isn't about labeling foods as simply good or bad. It's about choosing the food that best fits your body's current needs. Brown rice naturally contains more phosphorus and potassium than white rice because it still has its outer bran layer. For someone trying to follow a kidney-supportive eating pattern, white rice can actually become the more practical option, particularly when it's combined with vegetables, lean protein, and healthy fats. This doesn't mean white rice is superior for everyone, nor does it mean brown rice is unhealthy. It simply reminds us that nutrition should always be personalized rather than based on one universal rule. Sometimes, the best choice depends entirely on the situation. Preparing this meal is straightforward and doesn't require advanced cooking skills. Start with a 3 to 4 ounce skinless chicken breast. Season it with freshly ground black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, rosemary, thyme, or other salt-free herbs that you enjoy. Heat a grill pan or skillet over medium heat with a teaspoon of olive oil if needed. Then cook the chicken for about 5 to 6 minutes on each side, depending on its thickness, until it reaches a safe internal temperature and the juices run clear. While the chicken is cooking, place 1 cup of chopped cabbage into a steamer basket over simmering water. Steam it for 5 to 7 minutes, just until it becomes tender but still has a slight bite. Overcooking can make cabbage lose both texture and flavor. At the same time, prepare 1/2 to 1 cup of cooked white rice according to the package directions. Once everything is ready, arrange the rice, cabbage, and sliced chicken on a plate. Then drizzle 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil over the vegetables if desired. The meal is naturally flavorful, so you won't need bottled sauces or salty seasonings to enjoy it. I also know that life isn't always predictable, and sometimes you don't have every ingredient available. If cabbage isn't in your refrigerator, you could replace it with other lower potassium vegetables, such as cauliflower, green beans, or lettuce for a fresh salad. If you don't enjoy chicken breast, or simply want a little variety, fresh turkey breast, or a mild white fish can also provide high-quality lean protein. The goal isn't to follow this meal with absolute perfection. The goal is to understand the pattern behind it, so you can make confident choices with the foods you already have at home. If you've learned something new about building a kidney-friendly lunch today, I'd really appreciate it if you took a moment to like this video. It lets me know you're enjoying this series, and it also helps more people discover practical nutrition guidance they can actually use in everyday life. As the day comes to an end, dinner becomes your opportunity to nourish your body without making your kidneys work overtime. 3. Dinner. Ending the day with a meal that lets your kidneys rest. By the time dinner arrives, I like to think about giving the body an opportunity to slow down rather than asking it to work even harder. During the evening, our daily activities usually become less demanding, and over the next several hours, our bodies gradually shift toward rest, repair, and recovery. That doesn't mean your kidneys stop working. They continue filtering your blood every minute of the day, but it does mean that a very large, heavy dinner dinner can require your digestive system and metabolism to stay active much longer into the night. When meals are overloaded with large portions of meat, salty sauces, fried foods, or highly processed ingredients, your body has more work to do, while it should be preparing for rest. That's one of the reasons I prefer keeping dinner satisfying, but relatively light. The goal isn't to leave you hungry, it's to finish the day with a meal that provides nourishment without creating unnecessary metabolic demands before bedtime. For tonight's dinner, I chose baked cod with zucchini and a small amount of extra virgin olive oil. Just like the meals earlier today, this combination may look simple, but every ingredient has been selected for a reason. I often remind people that kidney-supportive eating isn't about chasing exotic superfoods. It's about combining familiar foods in ways that allow your body to function more comfortably over time. Let's begin with the cod. I enjoy recommending cod because it is a mild white fish that provides high-quality protein while remaining naturally lean and easy to digest. Compared with heavier cuts of meat, cod gives your body the building blocks it needs for maintaining muscle without leaving you feeling overly full or sluggish after dinner. I sometimes compare it to carrying a lightweight backpack on an evening walk instead of carrying a heavy suitcase. Both allow you to reach your destination, but one requires much less effort along the way. In a similar sense, choosing a lighter protein source in the evening can help create a meal that feels satisfying without being unnecessarily heavy. The zucchini plays an equally important role. This vegetable is naturally lower in potassium than many others and has a soft texture that becomes even more enjoyable after cooking. For many people in the earlier stages of chronic kidney disease, zucchini can fit comfortably into a kidney-conscious meal plan, while also providing fiber, vitamins, and moisture. One thing I appreciate about zucchini is its versatility. It absorbs the flavors of herbs and lemon beautifully without needing rich sauces or excessive seasoning. Sometimes the simplest vegetables become the most useful because they support the meal without competing for attention. You'll also notice that I include a small amount of extra virgin olive oil instead of sauces. Healthy fats have an important place in a balanced eating pattern because they help increase satisfaction, improve flavor, and support the absorption of certain nutrients found in vegetables. Olive oil is also a cornerstone of dietary patterns that have long been associated with supporting heart health and helping maintain a balanced inflammatory response throughout the body. I always emphasize moderation here. You don't need large amounts. Just 1 teaspoon is often enough to enhance both the taste and texture of the meal while keeping it light and well balanced. Preparing this dinner couldn't be much easier. Begin by preheating your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or about 200 degrees Celsius. Place a 3 to 4 ounce cod fillet on a baking tray lined with parchment paper or lightly brushed with a small amount of olive oil. Season the fish with freshly ground black pepper, garlic, dried parsley, dill, thyme, or other salt-free herbs you enjoy. Squeeze a little fresh lemon juice over the top to brighten the flavor naturally without relying on sodium. Bake the cod for about 12 to 15 minutes, depending on the thickness of the fillet, until it flakes easily with a fork. While the fish is baking, slice 1 cup of fresh zucchini into rounds or half moons and either steam it for about 5 minutes or lightly saute it in 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil until it's tender but still slightly firm. Once both components are ready, arrange them on a plate and finish with another squeeze of lemon if you enjoy a little extra freshness. There are also a few things I intentionally leave off this dinner plate. I recommend avoiding bottled sauces that are high in sodium, such as soy sauce, teriyaki sauce, or many barbecue sauces, because even small amounts can add surprisingly large quantities of salt. Salted butter can also increase sodium intake without adding significant nutritional value, so olive oil remains the better choice for this meal. Finally, try to stay away from packaged seasoning mixes, since many contain hidden sodium, preservatives, and flavor enhancers that can quickly undo the careful balance you've created throughout the day. Fresh herbs, garlic, black pepper, paprika, lemon juice, and other natural seasonings are often more than enough to create a meal that's both flavorful and satisfying. Before we wrap up day 1, let me share a few simple kitchen habits that can make every meal you cook even more kidney-friendly. 4. Cooking tips and kidney-friendly kitchen reminders. Before we finish today's meal plan, I'd like to leave you with a few kitchen habits that I believe are just as important as the ingredients themselves. Over the years, I've learned that creating kidney-friendly meals isn't only about choosing the right foods, it's also about the small decisions we make while preparing them. These simple habits are easy to overlook, yet they can make a meaningful difference over time because healthy eating is built on consistent routines, not perfection. The first habit I always recommend is to taste your food before reaching for the salt shaker. Many of us add salt almost automatically because it's simply part of our routine, not because the meal truly needs it. Instead, try enhancing flavor with fresh lemon juice, garlic, black pepper, rosemary, thyme, parsley, or other herbs you enjoy. These ingredients can brighten a dish naturally and often make the flavors more interesting than salt alone. Once you begin experimenting with herbs and spices, you may be surprised by how little added salt you actually miss. Another habit I encourage is choosing fresh ingredients whenever possible. Fresh chicken, fresh fish, fresh vegetables, and fresh fruit usually contain much less sodium than canned foods, cured meats, frozen convenience meals, or heavily seasoned products. Even foods that seem healthy at first glance can hide surprisingly large amounts of sodium once they're packaged or pre-seasoned. Spending a few extra minutes preparing fresh ingredients often gives you much more control over what goes into your meal. I also want to remind you that supporting your kidneys doesn't mean eating as much protein as possible. Protein is essential, especially as we grow older, but more isn't always better. For most meals like the ones we prepared today, a portion about the size of your palm is a practical visual guide. It provides high-quality nutrition while helping you avoid unnecessary excess. One of my favorite cooking principles is to let natural flavors do most of the work. A drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, a squeeze of fresh lemon, a little garlic, and fragrant herbs like rosemary or thyme can transform a simple meal into something satisfying without depending on salty sauces or packaged seasoning mixes. Simple ingredients often produce the cleanest, freshest flavors. If you're just beginning this journey, I also recommend measuring your portions instead of estimating them. Using measuring cups or a kitchen scale for the first few weeks helps train your eyes so that healthy serving sizes gradually become second nature. Before long, you'll be able to prepare balanced meals without thinking twice. Finally, make life easier by cooking once and enjoying the benefits twice. Prepare extra oatmeal, grill a few additional chicken breasts, or steam extra vegetables while you're already in the kitchen. Having kidney-friendly foods ready in the refrigerator makes it much easier to avoid last-minute fast food or highly processed meals on busy days. If you remember only one idea from today's video, let it be this: lean protein plus fiber plus healthy fats plus simple cooking equals less work for your kidneys. That simple formula is the foundation of everything we prepared on day one, and it's a pattern you'll continue to see throughout this series. If you know someone who is also trying to make healthier choices for their kidneys, I'd love for you to share this video with them. And before you go, leave a comment below saying ready for day 2. I'd love to know who's continuing this 7-day journey with me. If you found today's meal plan helpful, I'd truly appreciate it if you gave this video a like. It helps this channel reach more people who are looking for practical, easy to understand nutrition guidance. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss day 2, where I'll share another full day of kidney-friendly meals, along with more simple strategies to help support long-term kidney health. If you know a family member or a friend who could benefit from this series, please share this video with them. And before you leave, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which meal from today's plan are you most excited to try first? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? I look forward to reading your answers, and I'll see you again in day 2. Seeing a higher creatinine level can feel discouraging, and it's easy to believe that your kidneys have already been damaged beyond your control. But I don't want today's takeaway to be fear. I want it to be confidence. A single lab result does not define your future, and it certainly doesn't take away your ability to make healthier choices starting today. Every balanced meal you prepare is another opportunity to support your body in a meaningful way. Throughout day 1, you probably noticed that none of the meals were complicated. I didn't ask you to buy expensive ingredients or completely change the way you eat overnight. That's because I truly believe your kidneys don't need perfect meals. They need consistent, balanced choices that you can realistically maintain day after day. Those small decisions may not feel dramatic in the moment, but over weeks, months, and years, they become the habits that shape your overall health. As we continue through this 7-day series, I encourage you not to focus on doing everything perfectly. Instead, focus on taking one step at a time. Finish today, come back tomorrow, and keep building on the foundation you've started. Lasting change doesn't happen in a single day. It happens through small actions, repeated consistently, and every healthy meal is another investment in your future. In a single day, it happens through small actions, repeated consistently, and every healthy meal is another investment in your future.
Sharing and comment below for us to know what you like about video. Thank you for subscribing, sharing and comment below for us to know what you like about video. Thank you for subscribing, sharing and comment below for us to know what you like about video. Thank you for subscribing, sharing and comment below for us to know what you like about video. Thank you for subscribing, sharing. Thank you for watching all the end to the video. And if you enjoy my video, please subscribe and share to everyone. And please drop a comment below.
The Morning Secret 5 breakfasts doctors recommend for kidney protection. It's a regular morning in your 60s. You pour yourself a cup of coffee, prepare your usual breakfast, maybe toast with butter or a small pastry. But as you go about your day, you start to feel more tired than usual, a little lightheaded and not quite as focused as before. You tell yourself, it's probably just age catching up with me. The truth is, those vague signs can sometimes point to something much quieter and much more serious, kidney function. According to the National Kidney Foundation, over 37 million Americans have chronic kidney disease, and most don't even know it. One key indicator is creatinine, a byproduct of metabolism that's normally filtered out by your kidneys. When creatinine builds up, it's a warning sign that your kidneys aren't working as efficiently as they should. The danger is that kidney disease often has no pain or obvious symptoms until it's in advanced stages. That's why doctors call it the silent killer. The good news, small changes to your breakfast, the first meal of the day, can make a surprisingly big difference for your kidney health. Research published in the Journal of Renal Nutrition found that a diet high in fiber, low in animal protein, and rich in antioxidants can help lower creatinine levels and improve your glomerular filtration rate, GFR. This might sound like a complicated or expensive nutrition plan, but it doesn't have to be. Kidney-friendly foods are easy to find at your local grocery store, affordable, simple to prepare, and fit right into everyday meals. In the next few minutes, we'll explore 5 simple, easy-to-make breakfasts that pack a powerful punch when it comes to protecting your kidneys. Each one is chosen based on solid nutritional science, with the goal of reducing filtration stress, fighting inflammation, and helping your body eliminate excess creatinine naturally. If you or someone you know is between 50 and 80 and experiencing similar issues, share this video with them so they can try these tips. And don't forget to leave a like and comment 1 below. It's a small way to show you're committed to taking better care of yourself. Now let's dive in. 1. Pure oatmeal with apple and chia seeds. Imagine starting your morning with the gentle aroma of oatmeal simmering on the stove. You slice up some crisp apple, sprinkle on a spoonful of chia seeds, and in just a few minutes you've got a warm, naturally sweet breakfast ready to enjoy. Not only is it delicious and easy to digest, but pure oatmeal is also a smart choice if you want to lower creatinine levels. Oats are rich in soluble fiber, which slows down the absorption of protein into the bloodstream, reducing the workload on your kidneys. When protein is processed more slowly, your kidneys don't have to work as hard, helping preserve their filtering function over time. Apples, especially green apples, add pectin, a type of fiber that can bind to nitrogen-based waste in your intestines, helping remove it through digestion instead of relying solely on your kidneys. Chia seeds bring plant-based omega-3 fats to the table with anti-inflammatory properties that protect kidney tissue from chronic inflammation. According to research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, a high-fiber diet can lower serum creatinine and improve GFR in patients with early-stage chronic kidney disease. That means your morning bowl of oats isn't just breakfast, it's part of a therapeutic approach to kidney protection. And no, this doesn't have to be time-consuming or expensive. All you need is rolled or steel-cut oats, 1 apple, and a little chia seed, all easily found at your local store for a reasonable price. If you're short on time in the morning, you can prep it the night before. Combine oats, almond milk, chopped apple, and chia seeds, store in the fridge overnight, then reheat in the morning for a warm, nourishing start to your day. With its simplicity, versatility, and kidney-boosting benefits, pure oatmeal with apple and chia seeds deserves a top spot on your breakfast list. Next, we'll look at a cool, refreshing option packed with kidney-protecting nutrients. 2. Spinach, berry, and almond milk smoothie. If oatmeal brings the cozy warmth of a slow morning, a cool green smoothie wakes you up with freshness and energy. Just a few sips and you can taste the crisp greens, the sweet tart burst of berries, and the smooth, creamy almond milk base. What makes this smoothie so good for your kidneys is the nutrient profile of its ingredients. Spinach is rich in lutein and beta-carotene, two antioxidants that shield kidney tissue from free radical damage. Pair it with blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries, berries that contain anthocyanins, and you get a natural anti-inflammatory shield that helps protect kidney cells. Almond milk is the perfect liquid base. Unlike cow's milk, it's lower in potassium and phosphorus, and it has less protein, important if you need to ease the strain on your kidneys without sacrificing nutrition. It also creates a silky, drinkable texture that's gentle on sensitive stomachs. For the best results, drink your smoothie in the morning on an empty stomach. That's when your body absorbs vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber most efficiently, and your digestive system is primed to flush out toxins. About 10 to 12 ounces, 350 ml, is just right for breakfast. And if you want to feel full longer, you can blend in a tablespoon of ground flaxseed or soaked oats. You don't need fancy equipment, just a basic household blender. Toss in a handful of washed spinach, half a cup of fresh or frozen berries, 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, and a few ice cubes. Blend until smooth, pour into a glass, and top with chia seeds for an extra omega-3 boost if you like. By simply swapping your sugary morning latte or bottled juice for this spinach berry smoothie, you give your kidneys a gentle break every day. It's not only kidney friendly, it's also great for glowing skin and all-day energy. Next, we'll move on to a breakfast that may look simple, but offers safe plant-based protein perfect for anyone looking to protect and maintain healthy kidneys. 3. Whole grain bread with almond butter. For many people, breakfast often means quick, convenient options like fried eggs, sausages, or deli sandwiches. While these may be easy to prepare, they're typically high in animal protein, sodium, and saturated fat, 3 factors that can place long-term strain on your kidneys. Research published in the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology shows that a diet rich in plant-based protein is linked to a slower progression of chronic kidney disease and improved GFR, glomerular filtration rate, in older adults. Another analysis from the Harvard T.H. Hughes Chan School of Public Health found that replacing just 3% of animal protein with plant protein can significantly lower the risk of kidney function decline. Switching to gentler sources of plant protein can make a real difference. Almond butter is a perfect example. Just 1 tablespoon offers about 3-4 grams of easily digestible plant protein, along with magnesium, vitamin E, and heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, nutrients that help reduce inflammation and improve circulation, both key for protecting kidney tissue. Pairing almond butter with whole grain bread boosts the benefits. The darker crust and dense texture of whole grain bread signal higher fiber content than white bread. This fiber helps your body remove metabolic waste through digestion, reducing the amount of work your kidneys have to do. The complex carbs in whole grain bread also release energy slowly, keeping you fuller for longer and helping stabilize blood sugar. To maximize benefits, keep portions moderate. 1 slice of whole grain bread with a thin spread of almond butter is plenty, especially for anyone aiming to lower creatinine levels. Spreading too thick can push calories and fat higher than needed, even if they're healthy fats. For extra flavor without adding sodium, sprinkle on a bit of cinnamon or top with a few slices of ripe banana. While bananas are high in potassium, a small amount is fine for those with healthy kidneys or in the early stages of monitoring creatinine. This combination of whole grain bread and almond butter is more than just a quick, easy breakfast. It's a strategic choice to lighten the load on your kidneys while still getting complete nutrition. 4. Brown rice porridge with red beans and olive oil. In many Asian cuisines, a warm bowl of porridge is a morning symbol of comfort and gentleness for the stomach. When made with brown rice, red beans, and a touch of olive oil, it becomes more than just a comforting start. It turns into a nutrient-rich meal that helps your kidneys work more efficiently. Brown rice, with its intact bran layer, is loaded with antioxidants like phytic acid, selenium, and manganese. Studies, including one published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, highlight these compounds' ability to neutralize free radicals, a major cause of kidney cell inflammation and damage over time. Red beans, unlike some other legumes that are high in potassium and phosphorus, have relatively lower levels of these minerals, making them more kidney friendly. At the same time, they still provide a rich source of plant protein and fiber, which can help remove creatinine through digestion instead of forcing your kidneys to handle it all. Extra virgin olive oil acts as a flavor enhancer and a health booster, adding monounsaturated fats proven to reduce inflammation and improve blood flow to the kidneys. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, regularly including healthy fats like olive oil in meals can improve vascular health, indirectly supporting kidney filtration. To make it, soak the brown rice and red beans overnight to shorten cooking time and enhance nutrient absorption. Simmer them with water at a ratio of 5 to 6 parts water to 1 part rice and bean mixture, cooking on low heat until tender. When done, stir in a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. The result is a smooth, slightly sweet porridge with a distinct aroma of olive oil. This meal isn't just about taste. It's a perfectly balanced combination of moderate protein, high fiber, rich antioxidants, and healthy fats. A morning bowl like this gives your body a gentle start, lets your digestion rest, and keeps your kidneys from being overloaded compared to a heavy, meat-rich breakfast. 5. Avocado with lemon and unsalted rice cakes. By the time you're in your 60s or 70s, breakfast doesn't have to be elaborate. With just a few simple ingredients, you can enjoy something that's quick to prepare yet incredibly beneficial for your kidneys. A ripe avocado, a squeeze of fresh lemon, and a few unsalted brown rice cakes are a perfect example that sometimes less is more. Avocados are one of the richest sources of monounsaturated fats, the kind the American Heart Association notes can improve blood circulation and lower cholesterol. When your blood vessels are healthy and clear, oxygen-rich blood flows to your kidneys more effectively, helping them work efficiently and reducing the risk of long-term damage. Avocados also have a mild alkalizing effect, which supports your kidneys in maintaining proper blood pH, a crucial but often overlooked function. Adding fresh lemon juice brings in citric acid, which the National Kidney Foundation recognizes for its ability to reduce the risk of kidney stones. Kidney stones affect about 11% of men and 9% of women in the U.S. and are a common cause of elevated creatinine levels. Citric acid helps dilute urine, preventing mineral crystals from forming and lowering unnecessary stress on your kidneys. Unsalted brown rice cakes serve as the base for this breakfast. They keep you full with complex carbs while containing virtually no sodium, a nutrient the CDC advises adults, especially older ones, to limit to under 1,500 milligrams per day to reduce the risk of high blood pressure and kidney damage. With only a few dozen milligrams of sodium per serving, they're a far better choice than white bread or salted crackers, which can push your morning salt intake too high. This dish takes no culinary skill. Mash half a ripe avocado, squeeze in a few drops of lemon juice, mix well, and spread over the rice cakes. It takes less than 5 minutes, yet delivers a cascade of health benefits. Healthy fats for circulation, citric acid for stone prevention, and low sodium to protect blood pressure and kidney function. When you look at it from a scientific standpoint, this seemingly simple trio actually supports kidney health through multiple pathways. And the best part, it's affordable, easy to find in any supermarket across the U.S., and sustainable as a daily habit. And the best part, the truth every kidney specialist agrees on is this: severe kidney damage can't be reversed, but you can maintain and protect your kidney health if you start early. Every morning is a fresh chance to do that. You don't need dramatic changes, just the right choices. Small daily habits become your kidney's most reliable shield over time. At 50, 60, or 70, you know health isn't about luck, it's about consistent choices. Breakfast is one of the few moments in your day you fully control. This is your opportunity to choose foods that help your body run better and keep your blood flowing through, your kidneys clean, free from blockages, and low in toxins. Try starting tomorrow. Have your ingredients ready, give yourself just a few extra minutes, and see how your body responds in a week, a month. You might notice more energy, mental clarity, and stable health without any complicated treatments. If you care about your loved one's health, especially parents or friends in your age group, share these ideas with them. Sometimes a simple suggestion can save someone from serious health problems later on. Let tomorrow be the first day you actively protect your kidneys, not with pills or expensive procedures, but with smart choices in your very first meal of the day.
Hi, we hope that this video gives you something interesting and helpful for you. And don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and comment below to us to know what you like about this video. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.
Warning for seniors: 6 vegetables you thought were healthy are secretly damaging your kidneys. Have you ever sat before a plate of fresh greens feeling confident that you were doing something good for your health, your heart, and your kidneys? That sense of peace is exactly what leads many people over 60 into a slow, silent spiral, where their kidneys begin to weaken day by day, hour by hour, without a single sound of warning. There is no alarm, no clear pain, just one morning when you wake up to find your eyes a little puffy, your blood pressure higher, your urine darker, and it all begins with the very vegetables you once believed were good for you. The kidneys are the quietest organs in the body. They do not complain, they do not cry out. They simply work until they can no longer go on. Once their filtering function begins to decline, that damage cannot be reversed. Dr. Joseph Murray once said, "Kidney health is something you lose in silence, but the price you pay roars when it's too late." I have met far too many patients who believed they were eating healthily until a test revealed rising creatinine levels and blood filled with toxins their kidneys could no longer filter out. The most frightening thing is not the disease itself, but our false sense of safety. A few types of vegetables that are often praised for cleansing the body can actually do the opposite. They build up oxalates, purines, or glycosides, forcing the kidneys to strain, to tire, and to gradually fail. If you are over 60, pause for a moment before lifting that familiar bowl of soup to your lips. Sometimes it isn't the medicine, it isn't the meat, it's the vegetables quietly draining the life from your kidneys day after day. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the information that could save your own life. 1. Malabar spinach. There are dishes we trust because they are a part of our everyday meals. Malabar spinach is one of them. Older adults often believe it helps cool the body, improve circulation, and ease digestion. But few realize that for those past 60, this seemingly gentle vegetable can silently push the kidneys to their limits. Malabar spinach contains a naturally high level of oxalate. Once in the body, oxalate binds with calcium to form calcium oxalate crystals, the most common cause of kidney stones in seniors. The more oxalate you consume, the harder your kidneys must work to filter it out. And if your kidneys are already weakened, those crystals begin to accumulate inside the renal tubules, forming tiny stones that slowly block blood flow and cause kidney cells to die. The danger is even greater for older adults who drink little water and take calcium supplements, as oxalate crystallizes faster in such conditions. A 2019 report from the Johns Hopkins Kidney Stone Research Center studied 1243 patients between 55 and 75 years old. The results were shocking. Those who frequently ate high oxalate vegetables such as Malabar spinach, or Swiss chard had a 4 times higher recurrence rate of kidney stones compared to those who consumed low oxalate greens like cabbage cabbage, bok choy, or lettuce. If you love the refreshing taste of Malabar spinach, there are safer alternatives that won't harm your kidneys. Try switching to mustard greens or Chinese cabbage. They have a similar light flavor and 5 times less oxalate. When cooking, boil them just until tender, avoid overcooking, and never add salt. One little known trick is to soak the greens in warm salted water for 5 minutes before cooking. This helps remove nitrates and natural mineral residues from the leaves, making the dish cleaner and gentler on your body's filtration system. But no matter how you change your habits, remember this: your kidneys never cry for help with words. They grow weary in silence. And what's even more alarming is that the next vegetable one, often believed to cleanse the body, can damage your kidneys even faster. Stay tuned if you want to know why just one piece of bamboo shoot can make your kidneys beg for mercy. 2. Fresh bamboo shoots. In modern medicine, fresh bamboo shoots are classified among the most taxing foods for both the liver and kidneys, especially in people over 60. For older adults who love Asian cuisine, this dish may be one of the hidden reasons their kidney function declines without them even knowing. What makes bamboo shoots dangerous isn't their bitterness or crunchiness, but a compound called cyanogenic glycoside. Once inside, the body enzymes in the gut break it down into hydrogen cyanide, a potent toxin. Even a small amount of cyanide reduces oxygen in the blood, depriving kidney cells of the energy they need to filter waste. Over time, cyanide buildup causes microscopic necrosis in kidney tissues, weakening their ability to detoxify. For seniors whose liver detox enzymes like rhodonase are already less active, cyanide is not properly neutralized, leaving the kidneys to handle a burden they were never designed for. I once reviewed a 2020 study from India's National Institute of Nutrition that followed 1050 older adults aged 60 to 75. Participants were divided into 2 groups: those who ate fresh bamboo shoots regularly and those who did not. After 8 weeks, the bamboo group's average blood creatinine rose by 14%, a clear sign of kidney overload. More than 20% also showed signs of mild acute tubular inflammation. The researchers concluded that even cooked bamboo shoots retain significant cyanide residues, and when combined with protein-rich foods, the body's detox capacity drops by half. If you still love that crisp, earthy flavor, there's a much safer alternative: asparagus. This green vegetable is rich in glutathione, a natural antioxidant that supports kidney and liver health. Older adults can blanch asparagus in boiling water for 3 to 4 minutes, then quickly cool it in cold water to keep its crunch. When preparing, limit salt or regular soy sauce and instead use low-sodium soy sauce or extra virgin olive oil. To enhance the flavor, sprinkle a little black pepper. A light meal of boiled asparagus and soft-boiled eggs is not only easy to digest, but also helps reduce the strain on your body's natural filtration system. But don't think bamboo shoots are the only culprit. Even something as common as pickled cucumbers, beloved by many seniors for their crispness, can silently become a daily burden on the kidneys. Share this warning with your loved ones before those seemingly harmless bites push your kidneys to the point of crying for help. 3. Pickled cucumbers. For many older adults, pickled cucumbers are nearly an essential part of every meal. That mildly sour, crisp taste seems harmless, yet it quietly poses a slow, hidden threat to kidneys that are already working harder than they should. Pickled cucumbers are not toxic, but the way they are prepared and preserved places a heavy, unnoticed burden on the kidneys of seniors. What makes pickled cucumbers dangerous is their enormous sodium content. During the pickling process, salt is used to inhibit bacteria and create flavor, but each small piece can contain anywhere from 400 to 800 milligrams of sodium. For those over 60 whose ability to filter blood and balance minerals has declined, that excess sodium becomes a weight pressing down on both the circulatory system and the kidneys. As sodium builds up in the blood, the body responds by retaining water, causing swelling, higher blood pressure, and forcing the kidneys to work non-stop to maintain balance. A study published in the Journal of Renal Nutrition found that people who consumed more than 2,000 6,300 milligrams of sodium per day experienced a 30% faster decline in glomerular filtration rate compared to those who followed a low-sodium diet. Particularly among seniors with hypertension or diabetes, regular consumption of pickled foods led to noticeably higher creatinine levels after just a few months, a clear sign their kidneys were crying for help in silence. If you enjoy the tangy crunch of pickled cucumbers, there's a safer way to satisfy that craving without burdening your kidneys. Try marinating fresh cucumbers in organic apple cider vinegar with a touch of honey and Himalayan pink salt, about 1 inch 4 teaspoons. Apple cider vinegar helps balance blood sugar and supports digestion, while pink salt contains trace minerals, but far less sodium than refined salt. To enhance flavor, add dill seeds, a few slices of garlic or red bell pepper, all of which bring natural taste without increasing kidney strain. What's frightening is that many people think a little pickled cucumber each day does no harm, but it's the silent accumulation that becomes the true kidney killer. If you're watching this video, leave a comment and let us know whether pickled vegetables are part of your daily meals, because the next section might shock you. It reveals a vegetable that seems even healthier but hides an even greater danger. 4. Amaranth. Many older adults still believe amaranth is a safe, healthy vegetable because it's easy to eat. But ironically, that very belief has become a quiet nightmare for the kidneys, especially for those over 50 who already show signs of declining filtration function. Amaranth, though rich in fiber and vitamins, contains extremely high levels of oxalate. Just 1 cup of cooked amaranth can contain up to 650 milligrams of oxalate, equivalent to 3 handfuls of spinach. For younger individuals with strong kidneys, oxalate is easily flushed out through urine. But in people over 60, as filtration slows and circulation weakens, oxalate starts crystallizing silently, forming small stones that grow larger over time. According to a study published in the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology, seniors with high oxalate diets had a 35% greater risk of developing kidney stones than those who consumed low oxalate foods. Even more concerning, combining amaranth with calcium-rich dishes like milk, cheese, or small fish increases the chance of crystallization, forcing the kidneys to strain even harder to eliminate those stubborn deposits. If you love the natural sweetness and vibrant red hue of amaranth, there are healthier alternatives that won't cost your kidneys their strength. You can replace it with bok choy, a low-oxalate leafy green rich in magnesium and potassium that helps balance electrolytes in the body. When boiling or stir-frying, add only a small pinch of salt instead of seasoning heavily as you might be used to. A simple tip: squeeze a bit of fresh lemon juice over the dish before serving. The citric acid in lemon helps prevent stone formation by inhibiting oxalate crystallization in the urine. For older adults, small daily adjustments like this can significantly reduce kidney strain while keeping meals fresh and flavorful. The real danger doesn't lie in any single dish, but in the mistaken belief that all vegetables are good for the kidneys. It's that misplaced confidence that blinds many seniors to the fact that every spoonful of seemingly gentle amaranth could be quietly stirring a storm inside the body. Like this video if you want to warn your loved ones, because the next part will uncover a very familiar root vegetable that can make your creatinine levels spike to alarming heights. 5. Spinach. For decades, spinach has been praised as the king of green vegetables. Many older adults believe that eating spinach regularly will make them stronger, more flexible, and full of energy. Yet behind that healthy image lies a painful paradox. This vegetable, often seen as a symbol of vitality, is silently exhausting the kidneys of thousands of American seniors. Spinach contains an extremely high amount of oxalate, far more than most other leafy greens. In 100 grams of boiled spinach, there can be up to 750 milligrams of oxalate, a massive number. When oxalate combines with calcium in the urine, it forms tiny crystals that may seem harmless at first, but gradually accumulate into kidney stones. For older adults whose filtration function is already weak, weakened, eating spinach daily is like pouring sand into an already clogged funnel. The kidneys must work overtime to filter the excess, often without success. A large-scale 2022 study from the Harvard School of Public Health involving more than 4,500 Americans aged 55 to 75 found that those consuming over 150 milligrams of oxalate per day had a 43% higher risk of kidney stones compared to those with lower oxalate intake. Spinach was identified as the main contributor. The same research showed that simply reducing spinach consumption from 5 times a week to 1 or 2 could significantly lower the risk of new stone formation. Instead of spinach, seniors should switch to watercress, a vegetable rich in vitamin K and lutein that helps cleanse the body without straining the kidneys. When preparing it, blanch in boiling water for about 20 to 30 seconds, then remove immediately to preserve beneficial enzymes and reduce nitrate content. Here's a small but powerful tip if you enjoy salads. Mix watercress with ripe avocado. The healthy fats in avocado enhance lutein absorption and protect kidney cell membranes from oxidation, something spinach cannot do. Don't let its lush green appearance fool you. Spinach can quietly burden your kidneys with every meal. And when the first symptoms appear, the damage has often already spread. If you've always thought spinach was a superfood for health, share your thoughts in the comments, because the next part will reveal a fruit that many older adults still believe to be a natural tonic, but is in truth one of the kidney's most dangerous enemies. 6. Bitter melon. Few vegetables spark as much debate as bitter melon. In many households, drinking bitter melon juice in the morning has become a long-standing habit, built on the belief that the more bitter the better for the body. Yet for seniors with weak kidneys, that bitterness may quietly mark the beginning of complications they never saw coming. Bitter melon contains a compound called charantin, known for its strong blood sugar lowering effect. At first glance, that might seem beneficial, especially for those managing diabetes, but when blood sugar drops too low in someone with weakened kidneys, the body responds by releasing cortisol and adrenaline to restore balance. This reaction inadvertently raises blood pressure within the kidneys. Moreover, bitter melon contains vicine, a natural compound that can destroy red blood cells in people with low G6PD enzyme levels, leading to anemia and reduced blood flow to the kidneys. A 2021 study published in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases followed more than 1,200 diabetic patients with chronic kidney disease. Those who consumed bitter melon daily for over 8 weeks experienced a 27% increase in creatinine levels compared to the control group. Researchers concluded that while bitter melon helps regulate blood sugar, it also disrupts electrolyte balance and increases metabolic stress on the kidneys, particularly in older adults whose glomerular filtration rate is below 60 milliliters per minute. If you enjoy the mild bitterness of bitter melon, a safer alternative is zucchini. This vegetable has a gentle flavor, is easy to digest, and contains potassium and vitamin C without harming kidney function. Seniors can thinly slice zucchini and saute it quickly with garlic or steam it with salmon. A little-known trick: add a few slices of fresh ginger while cooking. Ginger improves blood circulation to the kidneys, reduces inflammation in kidney tissues, and enhances the taste of your meal. The kidneys never cry out for help. They simply endure in silence until they can no longer cope. Share this video with your loved ones, especially those who still believe bitter melon is a miracle cure. Let them understand that what's good for the liver isn't always good for the kidneys, and one wrong choice at the dinner table can trigger the collapse of the body's entire filtration system. Aging doesn't just turn hair gray, it makes the organs that once ran so tirelessly far more fragile, especially the kidneys. In older adults, the kidneys are like machines that have been running for decades. Even the smallest dietary mistake can throw them off balance. Many still assume that green vegetables symbolize health, but the unsettling truth is that not all greens are safe for an aging body. Some that appear wholesome actually contain compounds that